Hey guys, welcome back out here to the shop. We are working on the router table a little bit more tonight. And one thing that we wanted to do was make it mobile. I've got it sitting on some dollies right now, but that's not a permanent thing. So I went ahead and went to Harbor Freight and picked up these wheels. We got 4 of them for 20 bucks. And as you can see, there's 2 different kinds. This one is a fixed set right here. And then we have these 2 right here that are swivel, and they also have a brake so that we can move it around, and whenever I go to use it, it won't roll. So tonight's task is to get these things mounted up. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do... Gosh, dang it. Alright, so we need to get this cleaned back off. This has sat for like 1 day, and it is already cluttered back up with stuff. You guys can see that I'm prepping some material for a different project. That's Purple Heart and Maple. So we get these wheels. We get them out of the way. And we need to get these drawers out today because I don't want to dump everything all over like I did the other day. Okay, so we have gotten our first wheel on here, and we are using self-tapping screws. We're going to see how well these hold up in the wood. We're using the impact driver. They actually torqued down, so that's a good sign. It didn't rip right through the pine. But we're going to put 2 of these locking wheels on this right side, and then we're going to be putting the fixed one over here on this side. Alright, so as you can see, it rolls around just fine. We have the locking wheels on the bottom, and there's nothing in it right now, but they pop on and off very easy, and it rolls around pretty much just like a toolbox. So it's not a full swivel, but I didn't want a full swivel due to having all the locking wheels, and it actually slides around. If I just pull it, I can pull it across like that. But now we gotta put the drawers back in. So this is where we're gonna stop with this project for right now until I figure out something with the drawers. I'm not sure if I want to have 2 smaller drawers or have one smaller and one bigger one. And the main reason why I don't know is because I have this router and I don't know if I want to have it being able to stand up, and I could have possibly one drawer over here, and it could probably even be like a continuation of this part straight down, and then just be able to slide that in there and then have two separate drawers over there, or one big drawer completely with some different shelving inside. I don't know. You guys let me know. Leave a comment down below. Help me figure that part out. I'm not sure exactly where I want to go with the drawer situation right yet. Alright, so now you can see that it is nice to be able to tuck this stuff away right into the corner for the woodworking stuff, because now we are moving on to the next thing. And we've got 3 small engines right here that we are going to be working on. This weed eater has no end attachment, neither does this one, so they are not going to sell for the usual 40 bucks or so unless I can find an end for it. And then we have this Homelite blower, and I don't know if any of them run, so we're going to have to start with step 1, see if they run. I can already see that this is missing a spark plug, so we'll have to put one in there. And let's go ahead and start and see what we get out of this. So we're going to first start with the, what is this, a Ryobi. And we'll switch it to full choke. Give it a little bit of fuel. Make sure that it's in the run or on position. I wonder if the trigger has to be squeezed. Done the choke. Oh, you do have to squeeze and hold through the whole entire thing, then set it to half the choke. This one we're gonna end up, let's see if we can spray some stuff in there and see if it'll start. Alright, so we got some fluid sprayed in there. It's not want to do anything. Alright, so this pooling that is in kind of rough shape. We gotta get some fuel in there. Alright, so this pooling that is in kind of rough shape. We gotta get some fuel in there. There's more electrical tape on this thing than actual mechanical stuff. And try this grassy one. We need to get some fuel in this thing as well. Whoop. It's so dirty. Following the instructions. I don't even know if it's picking up fuel. But it's just not doing it. See if it'll have anything in there to fire off. Does it have an on-off switch? Hey, that's pretty nice. This is the worst looking thing, and it actually started up, sort of. That's funny that the worst looking and oldest looking thing. This is a home light right here. This is like the one that I would have thought that wouldn't be doing anything, and it actually started without having to do anything to it. So we are coming over to the bin. We have a spark plug. I'm not really sure if this is even correct, but we'll try this one out and see if this will work. Get that screwed down in there. Alright, so now we need to get this filled up with some fuel, and we'll see if this will fire off. The cap is not even attached to what it's supposed to be. See if the bulb will pick anything up. See, on that home light, I kept pushing and pushing. The little primer bulb didn't pick any fuel up whatsoever. This isn't picking up fuel either. I was playing around today whenever we're just hanging around outside, and I started messing with this Ryobi and also the Poulan Pro, but I don't think that one is going to work. I think this one is dead unless I start replacing some parts on it. I think it has compression, but I'm not sure. It pulls awfully easy, and it's not getting any of the fuel up to that bulb, like I said before. But this Ryobi, started messing with it, and we pulled off the spark plug, and I started looking deeper into the spark plug. Let me see if I can get this off one-handed and 1 foot, I guess. All right, so we got that. Is this still loose? Yeah, so the spark plug is loose. I was starting it up, and it was extremely wet whenever I pulled the spark plug out. And then I started looking, and there's supposed to be a gap right there in the top of the spark plug, and it looked like there was like gunk built up. I don't know if that's going to focus or not, but it looked like there's gunk inside between the electrode and the end. I believe those are two names of them. So I took a piece of sandpaper, cleaned them up, and I put the spark plug back in, and things started right up right away. So let me see if that will happen again on camera. So we got it primed, and we've got the full choke on. We got it where it went a little bit, so now we'll go ahead and do half choke. So this is actually going to be working. It is smoking a little bit, but this has some old fuel in it, I believe, from last year. So I'm going to probably empty that out and let it run out. But this is the Ryobi. It's in good, really good condition. But it is missing the accessories for this. It has nothing that came with it. It was just the top. But I can go ahead and get something for it. I was thinking about maybe getting an edging accessory so you can edge around the driveways and stuff. I got the Poulan right there, and we're gonna try to see if we can get it to run. I don't think it will. We'll squirt some fluid up in there. And we'll close that bad boy back up And it's got the choke is actually staying on right now. We're on a different day, so the choke is actually staying today. And let's see. Oh, that's why. Oh, the throttle's all jacked up. That's why it wasn't staying before. If you push it, it'll stay. Okay, let's go ahead and see if it'll fire over. Well. Looks like we just need to be cleaning the carburetor on this bad boy, and then maybe it'll fire over. I need to get fuel up into that bulb, and that's not happening right yet. So I dug into the fuel tank, and here's the filter. Filter looks pretty good. Let me. Can't really tell what's going on with that right there, but it is deep enough and going into the actual fuel, so it should be picking stuff up. So my guess is that something is wrong with the carburetor, and that is the reason why nothing is happening right now. Still no fuel. Let's pop this the cover off and dig into the carburetor a little bit. I went ahead and got the air box off, and I'm messing with the fuel lines, and I actually think that the fuel line was just pinched, and that was the cause of us not getting any fuel. So I'm pulling the fuel lines out a little bit so they aren't bent right here, and now it's actually picking up fuel. And as you can see, I hope you guys can, the fuel line is actually busted right there. So it's squirting out, which means that we have a small leak because of the bend in it. So replace the fuel line and we should be good to go. The actual fuel pickup line did not have a busted hose. It was just the return, and I went ahead and replaced that. But if one of them is old, more than likely the other one is going to be going bad as well. So I go ahead and replace them both. Why not, right? Get down in there. And then we'll pull this back out. Tuck it underneath here. And we'll plug it back in. Like so. Fuel cap back on. And we should be able to get this cranked and running. Let's see what's going to happen. So we got the choke on, and I found the on-off switch over here too, so it's pretty old looking. Oh, well, that looks somewhat promising. Let's get some more fuel up in here. Hello, you need to have the carburetor actually attached, guy. That is hilarious. Forgot about that part. Alright, let's go ahead and reattach the carburetor. And then it seems like this thing will be running. Where is the air filter? Air filter's rough looking. All right. So we got our on-off on the bottom. Let's see if we can get it to run. Gotta move it and hit the on-off. It was trying to run a second ago. What happened? There is no like in-between choke. It's either start or run. And the throttle is like way shot. I don't think it has any spring, or something's up with the spring. I think somebody's been in here messing with it and got it where the spring and throttle aren't working together correctly. Right here on the inside. You know, to be honest, I thought the Ryobi would have started with no problems and then maybe clean the carburetor on it. I thought the Poulan Pro was a little iffy, and then the Homelite blower, I didn't think that was going to run at all. Surprisingly, the Homelite is the one that ran first, then the Ryobi, and then the Poulan Pro was the last one to be running. Poulan Pro needs some work on it. The Ryobi, I'll probably go ahead and clean the carburetor on it just because I know that it's been sitting for a little while. Probably the same with that blower, but the blower runs pretty good on its own. So I might just leave that alone for right now and see what happens with it. So what do you guys think? Were you guys expecting it like I was, where the Homelite was going to be the first one to run, or what? Like, I was completely shocked. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Hope you guys go check out your own benchtop router tables, and if you guys want to get those mobile, you can go check them out. Try to get them mobile, just like I did. It's fantastic. I can move it around everywhere, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me work on these small engines a little bit, playing around with them. Nothing serious happened with these. It was pretty simple fixes. Got to work on that Poulan Pro a little bit deeper, but it's not bad. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next project.